This daily dose is brought to you by Pirate.Black. ARRR.
I do want to just address some FUD that's going on in the chat, because I get this on all my videos. It's so frustrating, guys. You'll like spread these narratives that are so completely false. So now that we have a Zcash expert on the show, we may as well like just blow these myths out of the water. We've got one person saying like, oh, well, you know, since Zcash started out as optional privacy, your entire blockchain is compromised. It's like, that's so ridiculous. Do you understand how zero knowledge proofs works? Once you send a transaction that's shielded, that can't be linked to anything. It's a zero knowledge proof. It's all completely encrypted. It's not like it's one of many outputs and you can kind of guess which one it is by tracing it back. It's completely encrypted. You put the money in to the shielded address, and when you take it out, no one knows. No one knows. Like, it's so crazy that people think that everything has to be private for the price. It's like, here's the analogy that I'm just going to share with you. It's like saying that the lock on your door is rubbish because a lot of people choose to keep their doors unlocked. It's like, what? Why? How does that even remotely explain like the efficacy of a lock? Like, it doesn't. If you use the lock, it's really, really good. That's going to keep your front door really shut. And if a bunch of people choose not to close their front doors, okay, but what has that got to do with how well the lock works when people use it? And the lock on Zcash works really, really, really well. So I just wanted to bring that up. But Nate, I'm sure you deal with this kind of FUD all the time. People are like, oh, we don't like people having choice. We don't like them, being able to do transparent transactions and shielded transactions. Therefore, we're just going to hate on this thing. I think it's crazy. But like, how do you deal with this stuff?
Okay, so I think, first of all, there actually is some merit to that concern. So what we find is when people have really strong privacy, that's great when they're sort of interacting within the bounds of the system that provides strong privacy. But the Achilles heel is always when you're interacting outside of what that technology can provide. And the Zcash protocol allows transparent transactions similar to Bitcoin. And there's reasons for doing that. We believe that helps. Well, first of all, it gives people a choice. So some people may want to have transparent funds and transparent payments for particular uses.
Can I just add a use case why that might be useful? Because I literally can't buy most privacy coins on most of the exchanges that I use. I mean, sure, I buy crypto from friends, but if you want to, not buy it just from friends and rely on them giving up their crypto, you should get it from an exchange. So many exchanges have delisted privacy coins, but they haven't delisted Zcash because you can use it transparently. I literally can buy Zcash on a bunch of different exchanges, send it transparently to my wallet, and then just send a shielded transaction. All of that disappears and no one knows when I move it again. But the point you made, Nate, about all that external information potentially compromising data, I think that is key. And it doesn't just apply to Zcash. It applies to every cryptocurrency you're using, making sure that you block your IP address when you're doing things, making sure that you understand that every time you log into your wallet, who's that pinging in order to give you the balance in that wallet? Is that pinging it, transparently? And so that anyone who keeps a log of that knows exactly which addresses you're looking up and therefore can attach them to you. Like, all of this stuff is so important, not just for Zcash, but for every cryptocurrency. And maybe we should do a whole video on, privacy and wallets and all those other things.
Yeah, I just want to say that was where I was headed, which is that like the protocol itself can have privacy protections, but it doesn't matter unless the wallet you're using or the front ends, it could be web browsers, it could be other things, are designed to protect your privacy. And I just have a pretty deep belief that what are people going to be using cryptocurrency to do? Well, one case might be people interacting in the real world and they're both using a protocol with strong privacy and good private wallets, and they interact, and that has strong privacy. But I think many people in the cryptocurrency space and around the world using the internet are going to be they will want to interact with all kinds of things on the internet, including other cryptocurrencies, websites, so on and so forth. And if we really want to protect people, we need to protect the kinds of behaviors that they want to do. And the starting place for that, for cryptocurrencies, is wallets. So you can have a Zcash wallet that doesn't provide good privacy, and it uses the transparent stuff, and it doesn't protect your network information. Or you can have one that protects your privacy, and we're focused on making that work really well. And so we have sort of a paradigm for what those kinds of wallets are and should do,
Well,
which
it's
we
like a
call shielded
template,
by
right?
default.
It's like an SDK that you're putting out, just so that beginners who are watching this understand. You guys have put a lot of emphasis into building this template that wallet providers can kind of take and then just integrate what you guys have already designed. And you've specifically designed all this stuff for these wallets to be super privacy conscious.
Yeah, that's one thing we're providing. But overall, it's not just the building blocks, but what is the behavior of the wallet. So we're trying to educate wallet creators to make certain choices to preserve privacy. And that's true
awesome.
for like multi-currency wallets or wallets doing things with smart contracts and so forth. We want to sort of extend this sort of privacy protection of the end user across the space of wallets. I almost feel like wallets are, in a way, more important than protocols in that sense.
Yeah.
Follow the treasure to pirate.black, because financial privacy today is freedom tomorrow. ARRR.